Hello children, I hope you're fine today and you're safe at home, you're studying well. So let's start with our maths class. For today, we are going to do the topic of perimeter. We already started the topic perimeter in our last video, so we will continue today. Okay. So you know how to find a perimeter. You are going to calculate all the sides which are outside a shape. Let us move on. Page 101. We are going to see some examples and how to calculate the perimeter or the sides. Example 1. The perimeter of the square ABCD is 12 meters 40 centimeters. Find the length of sides AB. Okay, as in your book, this is a square ABCD. You will have to find the sides. So as you know, squares, all the sides are equal. So it will be much easier to find the sides. So what you have to do? So how did they find out the perimeter? So they are going to add all the sides, all the four sides. Now you have to find the length of one side. What are you going to do? You are going to divide by four sides. So 12 meters 40 centimeters, you are going to divide by four sides. Your answer will be 3 meters and 10 centimeters. So if you're going to find the perimeter of a square, you will find the length. For example, the length of one side is 4. You are going to multiply by the four sides. The length of one side, the perimeter divided by 4. Example 2. Let us see example 2. The length of a room is twice its width. The perimeter of the room is 24 meters. Find its length and width. So now you know what is the length and what is the width. It is telling you the length is twice its width. C'est-à-dire the width, for example, the width is 2 meters. The length will be 2 times 2, 4. Now since the length is twice its width, we can divide the length into 2 to make it equal to the width. If the perimeter of the room is 24 meters, what are we going to do? So in a room you have four sides. You are going to plus the 2 is equal to 6 parts. Then you are going to divide 24 by 6. For example, when you have divided 24 by 6, your answer is 4 meters. So the width of the room is 4 meters and the length 4 times 2. Okay, so how are you going to find the perimeter of a rectangle? So as you know, perimeter is, you find out perimeter by adding the length and the width. Now for a rectangle, you have to add the length and the width times 2. Or you can plus, for example, as you can see in the picture, the length is 9 centimeter, the width is 5 centimeter. You can do like this, 9 plus 9 plus 5 plus 5, or 9 plus 5 times 2. Nine plus 5 times 2. Your answer will be the same. Let us move on. Okay, so now take a look in your book. You have some questions, word problem questions, page 102. You are going to read the questions. We are going to read together and you will work out in your copybook as your homework. Let us start. Exercise 17. Find the perimeter of a square desk of size 60 centimeters. So you have a square desk. So if you have a square, you know all the sides are equal. So if one side is 60 centimeters, how are you going to find the perimeter? Number 18, a square board has a perimeter of 8 meters 56 centimeters. Again, this is a square. You already have the perimeter. You have to find the length of one side. Number 19, a square lawn is 5 meters 20 centimeters long. Anil walks 3 times around the lawn. What distance does he walk in all? So a square has 5 meters 20 centimeters. Its side is the boy is going to walk 3 times around the lawn. So what distance does he walk in all? Number 20. The figure is made up of two squares, A and B, as you can see in the picture. Calculate the perimeter of the figure. So how to calculate the perimeter? You have to find out all the sides which are outside. The shape which are outside, you have one side 3 centimeter, the another shape, square shape, is 5 centimeter. So we are going to read all the questions first, then we'll take a look at some of the questions. Let us move on. Exercise 21. Figure 1 and figure 2 are made up of identical squares. Identical meaning the same sides of squares. The perimeter of figure 1 is 60 centimeters. As you can see, figure 1, and you have to find the perimeter of figure 2. The perimeter of a rectangular photo frame is 96 centimeters. So you already have the width. You already have the width. It is 18 centimeters. What about the length? Number 23, a rectangular playground is 75 meters long and 43 meters wide. Find its perimeter. Very easy. 24, the perimeter of a sheet of paper is 104 centimeters. It is 30 centimeters long. What is its width? What is its width? So you have the perimeter is equal to 104. The length is equal to 30. How will you calculate the width? Number 25. The length of a room is twice its width. The perimeter of the room is 72 meters. Calculate the length of the room and the width of the room. So a room has 4 sides. So here you're not going to take 4, you're going to take 6 sides because the length is twice. So the perimeter you're going to, how will you find the length? So you will take the perimeter divided by your number of sides. You will have for your width, you will calculate for your length. Ramesh walks 6 times round a rectangular track. He covers a distance of 2.4 kilometers. The length of the track is 125 meters. Find its width. So here this question you have both the kilometers and meters. So you cannot work out two different measure units. So you will have to convert the kilometers to meters and then work out. Number 27. The length of a rectangular curve is 3 times its width. If the perimeter is 128 centimeters, find its length and width. So this question is the same as the question number 25. 3 times its width. Okay, so now let us take a look at some of the questions. I am going to explain to you some of the questions. For example, 17, 18, 19. This I think you can work out, very simple questions. But for the number 20, let us take a look. the same page, exercise 20. So this is the question. The figure is made up of two squares A and B. Okay, this is the square, but here on the screen you will see it as a rectangle. Okay, never mind, but it is two squares. So calculate the perimeter of the figure. So can you think about it? How are you going to do this? First of all, what are you going to do? So the squares have all the sides which are equal. So here is figure A. The sides are free. One side is free. It is mentioned one side is free, and you should know that all sides are 3 centimeters. Okay, for B as well, you have 5 centimeters, but how are you going to calculate the in the middle one? So take a look. Okay, so first of all, you're going to write all the missing parts. You're going to write 3 centimeters for A. Okay, for B, you're going to write your 5 centimeters at the top. Okay, now you have a small can you see the line in front of the two shapes? Yes. So what about the smaller line at the top between A and B? You should find out this as well. How are you going to find this out? So what are you going to do? The side for B is 5 centimeters. The side for A is 3 centimeters. So you have to find in between. 5 minus 3. You will get 2 centimeters. Now you're not going to take the line in between, which is the inside one. You're not going to take this. You're going to calculate only all the outside sides. As you can see, there's an example for you have written. You're going to find the perimeter as 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. That's all. Okay, no need for you to take the inside in between lines. So you will get your answer. I did not write the answer for you. You will do it by yourself. Let us move on. Exercise 21. Okay, this is the question. Figure 1 and figure 2 are made up of identical squares. The perimeter of figure 1 is 60 centimeters. Find the perimeter of figure 2. So how did you get 60 centimeters as the perimeter? What you should do? First of all, it's very important you need to find out all the sides of figure 1. So you have to find out all the sides of figure 1. Okay, so when you have counted the sides I want to say the outside, the sides which are outside only, you will have figure 1 is equal to 12 sides. So there are 12 sides, the perimeter is 60 centimeters. What is the length of one side in centimeter? You know what you should do. If you already have the perimeter, you already have the sides, you have to find the length. How are you going to do this? Now the question, find the perimeter of figure 2. What about figure 2? The same, you're going to count the number of sides. So the side that you will get for figure 1, the length of one side, you're going to write one side for figure 2 is equal to the same length as you have calculated for figure 1. As they are made up of identical squares, so they are all the same sides. Now if you have the number of sides, if you have the centimeter, the one side, so you already can calculate the perimeter. Okay, so you are going to do this. Exercise 26. Ramesh walks 6 times around a rectangular track. He covers a distance of 2.4 kilometers. The length of the track is 125 meters. Find its width. So here you already have the distance as 2.4 kilometers. So 2.4 kilometers, as I said earlier, we have to convert kilometers to meters. How are you going to do this? 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So you have to 2.4 multiplied by 1000 meters. You will get your answer. Now the length of the track is 125 meters. So the boy has run 6 times. So you can do one thing. You will do the length times how many times he ran. He ran 6 times. The length times which means multiply by 6 times, you will get the meter, the answer. Now you are going to take the distance which means 2.4 kilometers. When you are going to convert to meters, this is your distance. What you have converted to meters, you are going to minus the length. The length meaning when you have multiplied 6 times, you have got the answer. You are going to subtract this. You will get an answer. This answer you are going to divide by 6, okay, to find the width. So you are going to divide the answer by 6 to get the width. I hope it is clear for you. You have to read all your questions clearly, then you'll be able to do this step by step. So I think that's all for today. Take care, do all your homework. So your homework is on page 102 in your copybook. Do not forget, I want to see all your working clearly. Okay, so take care, children. See you later.